What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video with your boy Jules, Mustache Man and Muscle. I just wanted to talk about something today I've been kind of thinking about, and a little more motivational about, having a friend group and pushing your limits with them, in the gym, in life, with women. It's always nice to have somebody to lock in with, and you're like, man, let's go to the gym, let's go get this PR, let's go hit these reps, let's go max out. Really pushes you to be accountable when you have somebody else there with you. And it doesn't even have to be a big group of friends. It could be just maybe 2 or 3 of your buddies, and you're like, hey man, like, we are freaking locked in every aspect of life, with work, in the gym, mentally, physically. We are getting after it. We are pushing ourselves to be the best we can be. And I just thought about this today because I've been going to the gym with a buddy of mine, and we've both been dieting and getting in good shape, and it really helps when you start seeing the results of somebody else and you're like, man, this guy's freaking dialed in. It's like, I'm gonna keep myself accountable too, and I'm gonna be dialed in also, because man, it helps motivate you. Obviously you got to motivate yourself, but it does help, to have a group of people you're working through life with and pushing with, because it really helps you, make the best decisions that you can make, to better yourself and better your life. Especially a good group of friends. There's people I've hung out with before where it's like, haven't necessarily wanted to, help each other, or some people obviously get jealous, or they kind of lash out at you or whatever for their insecurities, and it's like, dude, I'm just doing this to try to better myself, but it shines a light back onto them, puts that mirror back to them, and they start looking at their own flaws, and they're not willing to level up. It's like, well, yeah, of course they're going to be insecure. And me personally, I don't like hanging out with people like that. I don't like doing that, because it always just brings you down. It brings the worst out in yourself. Like, man, how is this making me better hanging out with this person? It's like, dude, it's not. Like, it's not. Like, they're only going to try to keep you trapped in one place because they don't want to look in the mirror and take accountability for the things they're doing or not doing. And that happens a lot. It's just human nature. It's just part of human nature, but you got to see that. And, I like to give people the benefit of the doubt, but at a point, you just look around and you're like, do these people really care? And, if they don't, then get rid of them. What's the point of having them around? They're only gonna, try to make you feel bad about what you're doing, or about how successful you are. Like, I don't want to be around that. I'm good on that. I was just thinking about that driving home today. I was like, you know what? It's been on my brain a lot lately, and I'm sure somebody could use the advice on that. But yeah, definitely, in this life, you have to have a group of people you hang around with that, are good friends, because it's too lonely to not. You can be too distracted be stuck in the house, not doing anything, just be online. Like, no, you gotta go out, you gotta touch grass, get in the mountains, get on the water, hold yourselves accountable to be better. And it takes a little searching sometimes. You know, I'm not gonna lie, it takes some effort to find those people. Sometimes you just click. Sometimes it's your childhood friends, or you're like, man, I've known this guy for 20 years and I always got their back and they got mine, even though you might not be as close as you used to be. You always know where you stand. There's no questioning that. You know, everybody says we're more connected than we ever have been. Well, you got to ask yourself the question, if we're so connected, why is everybody disconnected? Why do people not have friends? Why are there no relationships? Everybody's just too distracted. It's like, okay, stop being distracted. Focus on other things that matter. Be in the real world. Don't just sit in the digital one. There's a lot of negativity in the digital world. Seems like it's just getting worse too. It's like, no, come back to reality, come back to the real world. There's still good people out here. There's still a lot of good people out here. You just got to be willing to find them. Anyways, thanks for watching the video. I'm sure I'll be back soon.